Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a CSV file with many rows from line items in a Zap. So let's say you have, you're using Zero or in this case Zoho Books, and you have every time a new invoice happens, you want a Zap to run. So our trigger is going to be when a new sales invoice happens in Zoho Books. Um, what you're going to want to do is, make sure you find a example invoice. And so when you pull that data, you'll see like, okay, here's an invoice, it's got a number. And in this case, it's got line items. So I've sold two things to this person. One is a jump rope for $5. Another one is like an ab crunch mat, an ab mat, like doing sit-ups or crunches for $3. So, in the end, what I want is a CSV file with two rows, one for the jump rope and one for the ab mat. And I'm going to want two columns in that CSV file. One is, the name of the thing I sold, and the other one is how much I sold it for. You could do as many columns as you want, but for this example, we're just going to do two columns, the kind of description name and the price that the person is going to pay for it. So let's click continue. Cool. We're going to add a middle step here. We're going to click formatter. We're going to go to utilities, and we're going to do line item to text. So this step is actually going to help Easy CSV, where we're going to send this data to in the end, parse the line items as an array. So it's like a list of things, a list of line items. This isn't native to Zapier, so we have to basically change each line item into a special formatted string, so we know the separators of the string to say like, oh, let's split this string up into an array and then make a CSV file off of that. And so that's what we're doing here. We're going to type some key value pairs here for each line item in the array we want Easy CSV to parse and create a CSV file. So what we're going to do is we're going to say the first column of the CSV, we want the top to say description in the row. And we're going to, for each row, we're going to make sure we select things that say line item in front. Anything that's like billing address, anything that doesn't start with line item is going to be the same thing for every row. But if you select line items, it'll switch. So in this case, right now, we would get a single column CSV where description is the only column, and it's going to have two rows, one row for jump rope, one row for ab mat. But we want each row to have the name of the thing we sold to the person and the price. So let's do total, and let's search for another line item thing here, and we're going to do line items total. And so now we're going to have a two-column CSV of description and total, and it's going to have two rows: jump rope sold for $5, ab mat sold for $3. For separator, let's type 3 pipes. That tells Easy CSV like when this comes in, there's going to be things separated by pipes, and that's going to how we make the array of multiple items. So let's click continue. Let's test and review. And you'll see this is going to be the text that's sent to Easy CSV to be parsed as an array. So Easy CSV will say like, oh, let's separate on 3 pipes. Okay, so there's 2 things. Let's make 2 rows in a CSV. Oh, there's two keys, description and total. So I'm going to make those the header row of the CSV, so it'll make 2 columns. And then each row will have, the name and the total. It's a little bit of magic, but as long as you set up this step this way, where you have the separated 3 pipes and the description and total are the column names you want, it'll just work for you. So then the final step, you're going to do an action of post, which is a webhook by Zapier. So you'll choose webhooks by Zapier post. And what you want to do is go to easycsv.io and create a CSV generator. All this does is make a URL for you to post to from Zapier, and then you can say, where do I want this CSV file I'm making to go? I'm going to suggest you email yourself first. After you test to make sure everything looks good in the CSV file that's generated, you can change it to email whoever you want, or you can FTP or SFTP it from Easy CSV. So you're going to get that webhook when you create that CSV generator on Easy CSV. So go there and just make one. We have some docs about how to make those. It's pretty quick if you just find where to do this in Easy CSV and create it. You'll be good. Payload type form. You're going to type data here, and then you're going to click into here and go to utilities, show all options, and you're going to want the whole output text. Cool. You don't want to wrap it in an array. So what's that going to do is it's going to send that formatted text with the 3 pipes to Easy CSV. Easy CSV will say like, hey, oh, I see the 3 pipes. This is coming from Zapier. It's a bunch of records that need to be in an array. I'll parse it, separate the 3 pipes, separate the keys, and make a CSV file. You'll click continue. This is a fake URL, so I'm not going to click it, but you can test and review. Then you'd go over to Easy CSV, or you'd probably get an email if you set up the CSV generator. And you can just check the CSV file attached and make sure it looks good. Then you'll test and continue, and you'll turn it on. You'll be good to go. So every invoice that comes in, it'll be formatted. Each line item will be formatted in a special string, and then that special string will be posted to the Easy CSV generator, and you'll get a CSV file via email or FTP. Thanks. Have a good day.